Hey everybody, so we are going to go through the second half of the parts of speech today. Yesterday we talked about verbs, nouns, pronouns, and adjectives. Today we will talk about adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections, alright? So first, let's talk about adverbs. Yesterday we talked about adjectives, and we know that adjectives are describing words to describe nouns. Now, adverbs describe other adverbs, adjectives, or verbs. All right, so mostly verbs, but sometimes add other adverbs and adjectives as well. Okay, so when you're trying to find an adverb, look for words that tell either how, when, or where. Remember that many adverbs, but not all of them, end in ly. So that's kind of our cheat sheet. Okay. Identify any verbs or adjectives first so you can easily find the adverbs. Look at the following sentences that contain adverbs. So the adverb telling how, Marcus walked carefully along the narrow ledge. So walked is our verb. How did he walk? He walked carefully, right? Adverbs telling when, he always takes risks. So, when does he take risks? Always. He walks the ledge daily. When does he walk? Daily. Okay? And our adverb telling where. I will not walk there. Where will he not walk? Or she? There. Right? So it tells how, when, or where. So this is our adverb practice set. So underline all the adverbs in the following sentences. I tried to record this earlier and so hold on. Come on. Don't look at the answers. Don't look. Stop looking. Okay. So you're going to underline all of the adverbs in the following sentences on the left, and then on the right, you're going to write whether the adverbs tell how, when, or where. So our example, the phone rang loudly. So the phone is our subject and our noun is phone, right? What did the phone do? It rang, so that's our verb. How did it ring? Loudly, right? So let's do this next one together. Yesterday, Rock failed his math test. So Rock is the name of someone. So that is our subject or noun. What did Rock do? He failed. So failed is our verb. When did he fail? Yesterday. Okay? So yesterday is our adverb. And yesterday tells when. Oops. I did one more. So the instructor immediately asked him to stay late to retake the test. So the instructor is our subject, or our noun is instructor. The instructor did what? The instructor asked. So asked is our verb. When did he ask? Or she? Immediately, right? And they asked him to stay late to retake the test. So they asked him to stay late, which is our prepositional phrase, which we'll learn about in a little bit, to retake the test. So this also shows when, right? Immediately. All right, so now complete numbers 4 through 5 and 6 by yourself. Pause me and then press play when you get to the next slide, prepositions. All right, so prepositions are words that connect a noun or a pronoun with the rest of a sentence. So prepositions include words like around, during, in, of, on, to, under, or with. Prepositions usually show placement. So, like over, under, where is this thing going? So my trick for the placement part is my little fill in the blank trick. So if it works in the blank, it's probably a preposition. The squirrel ran blank the log. So you can say the squirrel ran above the log. And it's showing the placement of where the squirrel is. The squirrel ran below the log. Also a preposition. Around the log. Near the log. Okay? So those are all prepositions. They show placement. And then there are some prepositions like of, from, to, with, and a couple of other ones that don't fit into that placement category. And I will, in the classroom materials folder, put a cheat sheet for prepositions if you need it. I'll also stick it in today's folder. All right? And just have a list of all the common prepositions. So a prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun. So look at the following sentences that contain prepositional phrases. So a vase, of is our preposition, of what? Flowers. Fell on the floor. So that is our preposition, and then that is our noun. All right? So during is our preposition, my break, right? So pronoun, noun, during my break. I went to the snack bar. And a car with a flat tire came around the corner. So usually prepositional phrases are extra information. It will never contain the subject or a verb of a sentence. And we'll talk more about sentence forms later this week, but a vase is going to be our subject, right? The vase did what? It fell. So this is extra information of flowers. During my break, I went to the snack bar. You could just say, I went to the snack bar, but it gives us that extra information. And then a car with a flat tire came. You could leave it like that, but came where? Around the corner, right? So here's our practice set for prepositions. You're going to place the parentheses around the prepositional phrases in the following sentences, and then underline the prepositions. So here's my example. I stood with the graduates for 2 hours. So I is our subject of the sentence. I did what? I stood. So stood is the verb. Then here's our extra information about that. So with the graduates, with is our preposition, and then graduates is our noun, okay? And then for 2 hours, for is another preposition and our noun. So the graduates in 2 hours are both noun phrases because they're more than one word. So they are phrases that kind of go with the noun. So you can't just say, I stood with. You have to finish the sentence, right? Or finish the phrase. So with the graduates. So let's do number 1. The dog with muddy paws is sleeping on the couch. So we know our subject is dog, right? That's our first noun. The dog is sleeping. Okay. So we could just say the dog is sleeping. So all of the extra information is probably a prepositional phrase. We have a preposition here with muddy paws. And we know with is our preposition. So basically just a prepositional phrase starts with a preposition and finishes out that one thought, okay? Is sleeping is our verb, and on the couch shows where it is sleeping, and on is a preposition, right? The squirrel ran on the log. So go ahead and finish up number 2 through 5 on your own. Pause me here, and then press play when you are ready to talk about conjunctions. Oh my goodness. All right. Apparently I was struggling when I was typing earlier. Conjunctions. So conjunctions are words that join two or more words, groups of words, or sentences. Conjunctions that join equal sentences or equal parts of sentences are coordinating conjunctions because they coordinate with each other. The coordinating conjunctions are for and nor, but, yet, and so. So, fanboys. You've probably heard of fanboys before. That's our little acronym in English for coordinating conjunctions. So, a conjunction joins two words. So, and is a conjunction. Salt and pepper are popular seasonings. Goodness gracious, guys. A coordinating conjunction joins two groups. So look in the garage or on the workbench. So garage or the workbench or, oh my gosh, fan, B-O, or yet so. Sorry. And our last one, joining two sentences. Simon will come early, but Miriam will be late. But is a conjunction. And when it joins two sentences, you need to put that comma before the conjunction so you do not have a run-on sentence. Okay. So we also have subordinating conjunctions, and these join parts of sentences that are not equal. So coordinating coordinates with each other. Subordinating, one part is bigger than the other part, right? So not equal. This includes words like after, although, because, before, if, since, until, and where. So the little acronym for that is SWABI. Okay? So look at the following subordinating conjunctions. If I get a new job, I will be able to pay my bills. Sandra chose the used car because it came with a service contract. The boys like to travel where they can snowboard. Okay. And this is all of our very favorite videos of all time. Please watch it, pause me, and click on it and watch it. It's the best. All right, so here's our conjunctions practice set. So underline the conjunctions in the following sentences. On the right, say if it is coordinating or subordinating. So our example, I will stop on the way home or I will run out of gas. So I will stop on the way home is one sentence and I will run out of gas is one sentence. So that is coordinating because it joins two equal parts together, right? And then we always have that comma in front of that conjunction. Let's do the next one together. If you are going to be late, call me on my cell phone. If is a subordinating conjunction, right? Because it's part of our SWABI. And now do the other four on your own. Pause me and we'll finish up with interjections. All right. Interjections show strong feeling or emotion and are usually set off from the rest of the sentence with an exclamation point. Mild interjections, words like oh, well, yes, no, are set off with commas. Interjections are not grammatically related to the rest of the sentence. So it's not necessary, but it gives you like a feeling instead of like grammatical correctness. Okay. So here's our practice set for interjections. Your directions underline the interjections in the following sentences. So my example, wow, you look great today. Okay, so wow is our interjection there. And then number 1, yes, you may go to the restroom. So you can just say, you look great today, or you may go to the restroom. But that yes just adds a little bit of oomph that a sentence needs sometimes. Okay, so go ahead, Oh, and then let's do, so again, usually interjections will come in the beginning of the sentence, but sometimes they come in the middle or the end. Again, having a mild interjection. And so I'm going to just skip to number 5, and then you'll do 2 through 4 together, or on your own, I mean. So I'm just a kid, not a professional athlete. Gee whiz is in the middle, so I'm just a kid. Gee whiz, not a professional athlete. So gee whiz is a mild interjection, right? It is separated by 2 commas. So we're going to underline that. And then go ahead and do number 2 through 4. And you have finished the other 4 parts of speech. Please go ahead and do our parts of speech little quiz so I can see where you are at. And we will learn some more stuff tomorrow. We'll be talking about sentence diagramming and sentence types. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.